Well, hi all my LGBT friends and others. Forgive my voice, I'm just having some allergies, and so I'm trying to get over that. But I did want to try to get one chapter in, and before I read that, last night's forum, okay, I wouldn't call it a debate. It's my understanding that the rest of these, September, later in the month of this month, there's going to be the first so-called debate, okay? Well, it's not going to be a debate. They're going to be on, again, on television, separate times. She's going to have a half hour, he's going to have a half hour. That's not a debate. And the reason why she won't face him face to face is because she can't handle it. She is not physically able to withstand a face-to-face confrontation with Donald Trump, because otherwise she would collapse, or she'd go into a fit, a seizure, or whatever, because her temper is well known among the staff of the White House, where she was there for 8 years, and Secret Service and so forth, have said that her temper and her demeanor is one from the serpent's seed, if you will, okay? And, hence, Hil.Lair.ry, okay? Miss Liar, Miss Witch, from the serpent seed of Satan, okay? And that's all she knows how to do is to lie, because she is of the father of all lies. And she does not have the light of God in her, okay? And so she, number one, is not qualified to run for office. And why somebody has not filed a lawsuit against her from the GOP, why you're not in court right now, is beyond me, because what she is attempting to do is fraud. And everything that they're doing against Trump, I don't think any candidate has gone through the mill like Donald Trump has gone through it. Okay, I believe that God has put in him the ability to withstand this, but still, it is not justified to do so. He has been put through the mill, and because the media is completely biased towards Hillary. CNN and NBC and the New York Times. Hello, they're all contributors to the Clinton Foundation. They're all, they're freaking criminals. And, Obama is a usurper. Okay, he shouldn't be in the White House. He's not qualified. So why are not the attorneys out there who are good people, I know there's good attorneys out there, why you're not filing a lawsuit against this and getting this stopped? It's just beyond me. It just makes me so crazy. And the polls are showing right now, and I think they have to, because they know that Trump has been drawing in all these people, where Hillary can barely draw in 150 people in high school, all right? Trump is drawing in more crowds, and he is in the lead. And if they were to do an honest poll, it would probably show that he is at least 70% ahead of Hillary, and she might be maybe at 30%. She's a witch and a demon, as Julia Assange has said. And I wish that he would just come out and just lay it out instead of waiting. I just wish that he would come out and, we now know that she has Parkinson's, okay? She has the beginning onset of Parkinson's. She cannot stand well. She falls, okay? She's having seizures. She's having trouble speaking. You watch her speech sometimes. She's having a little bit of trouble. Also, just look up what Parkinson's is, and all of the symptoms is what she's displaying, okay? She's not qualified to be the president. If she can't even handle a face-to-face debate with Donald Trump, she's not qualified. Okay, she's not qualified. All right, so, sorry. I just, sometimes, if you ever get the chance to listen to or reread for yourself the book of Adam and Eve, it is wonderful. I listened to a few chapters this morning, and it just wonderful. And I would like to sometime get into, when God says, I will put enemy between the woman's seed and the seed of the serpent. Okay, I'd like to get into that. It is very profound when, I read it to you guys in Genesis. And I believe that there are humans that are from the line of Eve, and there are humans that are of the line of the serpent. But I would like to get into that a little bit more. Also, before I begin this chapter, I mentioned yesterday about the war in heaven and the war before that, that threw Satan out of heaven. That's revelation that's going to be happening in the future, because he's in the heavens. Oh gosh, I can't think of the verse of it, but the prince of the air, okay, is where Satan is now. And I believe that when he's thrown, he starts throwing the stars from the sky, 1/3 of the stars will fall to the earth during the end times, that he throws them down. Because there's a war in heaven, okay? Anyway, Revelations talks about that, and John also talks about the seed of the serpent. So when we get into that chapter, I can point that out to you, and when we read Revelation. So let me get on, because I don't even know if I can finish this one chapter with the time I have left. This is chapter 15, the law of sundry offerings, the Sabbath, baker, stone, the law of fringes. Okay, so the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, say unto them that when you come into the land of your inhabitations, which I will give unto you, you will make an offering by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering or a sacrifice, in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering, or in your solemn feast, to make a sweet savor unto the Lord of the herd or of the flock. Then shall he that offered his offering unto the Lord bring a meat offering of 1/10 deal of flour mingled with 1/4 part of hin of oil, and 1/4 part of a hin of wine for a drink offering shall they prepare with a burnt offering or sacrifice for one lamb. Or for a ram thou shalt prepare for a meat offering 2/10 deals of flour mingled with 1/3 part of a hin of oil. And for a drink offering thou shalt offer 1/3 part of a hin of wine for a sweet savor unto the Lord. And when thou preparest a bullock for a burnt offering, or for a sacrifice in performing a vow, or a peace offering unto the Lord, then shall he bring with a bullock of meat offering of 3/10 deal of flour mingled with 1/2 of hin of oil. And thou shalt bring for a drink offering 1/2 a hin of wine for an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. Thus shall it be done for one bullock, and for one ram, or for a lamb or a kid. According to the number that ye shall prepare, so shall ye do every one according to their number. All that are born of the country shall do these things after this manner, in the offering, an offering made by fire of a sweet savor unto the Lord. And if a stranger sojourns with you, or whoever be among you in your generations, and will offer an offering made by fire, a sweet savor unto the Lord, as ye do do, so he shall do. One accordance shall he both for you, for the congregation, and also for the stranger that sojourns with you, an ordinance forever in your generations, as ye are. So shall the stranger be before the Lord. One law and one manner shall be for you and for the stranger that sojourneth with you. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come into the land whither I bring you, then it shall be that when you eat the bread of the land, you shall offer up a heave offering unto the Lord. You shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for a heave offering, and ye shall heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall you heave it. And of the first dough you shall give unto the Lord a heave offering in your generations. And if you have erred and not observed all these commandments, which the Lord hath spoken unto Moses, even all the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and henceforth among your generations. Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance with the knowledge of the congregation, and all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto the Lord, with his meat offering and his drink offering according to the manner, and one kid of the goats of a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. And they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire, unto the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their ignorance. And it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourns among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul sin through ignorance, then he shall bring a she-goat for the first year for a sin offering. The priest shall make an atonement for the soul of that sinneth ignorantly, and when he sinneth by ignorance before the Lord, to make an atonement for him, he shall be forgiven him. And he shall have one law for him that sinneth through the ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourns with them. But the soul that doth aught presumptuously, whether he is born in a land or a stranger, the same reproach the Lord, and the soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he had despised the word of the Lord, and had broken his commandment. That soul shall utterly be cut off, in his iniquity shall be upon him. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they found him gathering sticks, and brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and to all the congregation. And they put him inward, because it was not declared that what should be done to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, This man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. And the congregation brought him without the camp, stoned him with stones, and he died. And the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, bid them that they should make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, that they put upon the fringe of the borders of the ribband of blue. And it shall be unto you for your fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that ye shall seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God. And that is the end of chapter 15. And so I hope that's a blessing to you, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye.